वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तां सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश नमा ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिन् इति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नामिने गौरद्विषे नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपेशा गोपिका कान्ता राधाकान्ता नमोऽस्तुते तप्तकाञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यस्य कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Welcome to all the devotees to our weekly Bhagavatam study. So, last few weeks we have been discussing the pastime of Lord Vamana, how the Supreme Lord Vishnu, appearing as the son of Aditi and Kashyapa and becoming like a dwarf Brahmana, approaches Bali Maharaj 100th Ashwamedha Yajna, asking for some charity, wherein Bali was willing to give any charity that the Brahmana boy would ask. But the Brahmana boy asked only 3 pieces of land, for which Bali says, "You are speaking like a well-educated, but you are asking for a small thing. What is this? You do not seem to be practical." Then Vamana talks about the importance of being satisfied with what one has. And then, when Bali is agreeing and going to give the charity, Shukracharya stops and reveals the identity of the small Brahmana. Says that this dwarf Brahmana is not ordinary Brahmana boy. Instead, it is actually Lord Vishnu has come on the mission of the Devatas, your enemies. In the name of the 3 pairs of land, he will take out the entire universe and give it to your enemy Indra. And you will become poverty stricken, positionless, wealthless, etc. 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 But Balimara says, teachers follow dharma. One of the important principles of dharma is always giving charity. So, and if when a Brahmana comes, we should never say no to giving charity, then what to speak of Lord Vishnu himself coming as a Brahmana? How can we say no to him? Especially when I am representing Prahlad Maharaj, my grandfather, who is an ardent devotee of Lord Vishnu, for whose sake he is willing to give up his life. Can't I give penny wealth? Why I should be so much attached to the wealth? Like that, he kind of says that his willingness to give the charity. For which Shukracharya, being inspired by the Paramatma, curses that you will go to hell losing everything. Something like that. So Bali says, whatever is your desire. So then saying that, he pours water on the hands of Lord Vishnu, who appeared as a dwarf Brahmana, indicating that now I am here to offer you the 3 pieces of land according to your requirement. Then Vamana became Trivikrama. With 1 feet he occupied the entire Bhuloka, which also includes Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, and Patala. And his body occupied the Bhuvarloka. Its upper second feet occupied Swargaloka, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Satyaloka, the upper part of the entire universe. So in 2 steps he covered the entire universe. And Acharyas have indicated that, by the way, being touched by the toenail of Lord Vamana, the universal shell had produced a crack through which the causal ocean, which was outside the universe, entered into our universe and flowed through all the 14 planetary systems in the name of Ganga. It is briefly indicated here. So then what happened? That is where we stopped last class. Then what happened? After Lord Vamana becoming Trivikrama occupied the entire universe in 2 steps, then what? So here in this chapter, the 21st chapter will describe how Brahma worships Lord Vamana, how Bali forbids the demons from attacking, and Garuda, knowing the intentions of Lord Vamana, ties up Bali with Varunasra. So these are the few things which are explained in the chapter 21. This is small chapter only. We'll discuss today what all happened after the incident of dwarf Brahmana becoming Trivikrama after occupying the entire universe in 2 pieces of land. So it was mentioned that Lord Vamana, um, Lord Vamana's foot occupied all the way up to Satyaloka. Then what happened? Sri Shuka Uvacha
श्रीशुक उवाच
Satyam Samikshab न केन्दुभिर्
सत्यं समीक्षाब्जभवो नखेन्दुभिर्
हतः स्वदामाद्युतिरावृतोऽभ्यगात्
हतस्वधाम द्युतिरावृतोऽभ्यगात्
मरीचिमिश्रा ऋषयो बृहद्व्रताः
मरीचिमिश्रा ऋषयो बृहद्व्रताम्
सनन्दनाद्या नरदेवयोगिनः
सनन्दनाद्या नरदेवयोगिनः. Shukadev Goswami continued. When Lord Brahma, who was born of a lotus flower, saw that the effulgence of his residence, Brahmalok, had been reduced by the glaring effulgence from the toenails of Lord Vamandeva, he approached the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Lord Brahma was accompanied by all the great sages, headed by Marichi and by yogis like Sanandan. But in presence of that glaring effulgence, O king, even Lord Brahma and his associates seemed insignificant.
As Lord Vamana's second feet spreading all the way up to Satyaloka, starting from Sargaloka, what happened? So how did the people all over the universe responded? Of course, Bali Maharaja and his associates are located in Swargaloka. From there, they are able to see what all happening. So, but what about the people in the other places? How are they perceiving this entire pastime? That is described now. Sukadeva Goswami said, "O king, after seeing his planet touched by Vamana's foot, Lord Brahma, his abode, his effulgence, and his own form became dim by the light from the effulgence of Lord Vamana's moon-like toenails. As Lord Vamana's feet became bigger, it was so bright, Lord Brahma and the effulgence of the Brahmaloka, everything becomes dim in front of Lord's beauty. He then offered respects to the Lord, and the great sages headed by Marichi and the great yogis headed by Sanaka, Sanatana, Sanandana, and Sanat Kumara also offered respects to the Lord. All these great sages, Marichi, Pulaha, Kratu, Vasishta, Bhrugu, Angira, etc., who are residing in the Maharloka, Janloka, Tapaloka, Satyaloka, they all began to offer respects. And especially the 4 Kumaras, Narada Muni, etc., the great yogis, they are also began to offer respects to Lord Trivikrama. Because Lord is performing a wonderful pastime, how can they not offer obeisances to the Supreme Lord? Seeing Satyaloka with the moons of Vamana's toenails, Brahma approached the Lord. Marichi and others also approached. Brahma and others offered respects to the Supreme Lord. So, in one sense, Lord's lotus feet is coming to their abode. How can they not receive? How can they not welcome? How can they not worship? So, like that. Brahma, whose effulgence and abode were dimmed by the moons of the nails of Lord Vamana, was also made dim by the moon of his toenails. Thus, the moons of his toenails eclipse Satyaloka, Brahma's effulgence and Brahma himself. So, basically, the feet of the Lord consisting of five nails, the five nails will have five toes, the five toenails, those five toenails appearing to be like five moons, so which are brightly shining, and the effulgence of Satyaloka is put to shame by the brightness of Lord's toenails. So, in that way. So, next, it further says what all happened there. Who are all there, and in addition to Brahma offered respects, and great sages headed by Marichi, and great yogis headed by four Kumaras are also offering respects. Then who else is offering respects to the Supreme Lord? वेदोपवेदा नियमायमान्वितास्
वेदोपवेदा नियमायमान्वितास्
तर्केतिहासाङ्गपुराणसंहिता संहिता
तर्केतिहासाङ्गपुराणसंहिता
ये चापरे योगसमीरधीपिता
ये चापरे योगसमीधिरदीपिता
ज्ञानाग्निनारन्दितकर्मकल्मषा
ज्ञानाङ्गिनारन्दितकर्मकल्मषा
स्ववन्दिरेय स्मरण स्ववन्दिरेय स्मरणानुभावता
ववन्दिरेयात् स्मरणानुभावता
स्वायम्भुवं धाम गता अकर्मकम्
स्वायम्भुवं धाम गता अकर्मकम्
अताङ्ग्रये प्रोन्नमिताय विष्णोर्
अथाङ्ग्रये प्रोन्नमिताय विष्णो
उपाहरत्पद्मभवोर्हनोदकम्
कृपाहरत्पद्मभवोर्हणोत्तकम्
समर्च भक्त्याभ्यगृह्णाक् शुचिश्रवा
समर्च भक्त्याभ्यगृणाक्षुश्चिश्रवा
यन्नाभिपङ्केरुहसम्भव स्वयम्
यन्नाभिपङ्केरुहसम्भवस्वयम्. Among the great personalities who came to worship the lotus feet of the Lord were those who had attained perfection in self-control and regulative principles, as well as experts in logic, history, general education, and Vedic literature, known as Kalpa, dealing with old historical incidents. Others were experts in the Vedic corollaries like Brahma Samhita, all the other knowledge of the Vedas, Sama, Yajur, Ruga, and Atharva, and also the supplementary Vedic knowledge, Ayurveda, Dhanurveda, etc. Others were those who had been freed of the reactions of fruitive activities by transcendental knowledge awakened by practice of yoga. And still others were those who had attained residence in Brahmaloka not by ordinary karma but by advanced Vedic knowledge. After devotedly worshipping the upraised lotus feet of the Supreme Lord with oblations of water, Lord Brahma, who was born of the lotus emanating from Lord Vishnu's navel, offered prayers to the Lord.
Hmm. All the different personalities who are there in Satyaloka and around offered obeisances, and their list is mentioned here. So, who are all there in Satyaloka along with Brahma and four Kumaras and other sages? The Vedas. The Vedas means the Vedas personified. Upaveda personified. Nyaya Shastra personified. Itihasa personified. Vedanga personified. Purana personified. Samhita personified. Along with the Ashtanga Yoga 8 limbs, they are personified, and persons purified of sinful acts by the fire of knowledge, which was ignited by the air of yoga. These are basically those who are performing Jnana Yoga, Ashtanga Yoga by the process, who are purified, who are ascended to Satyaloka and who are residing there. All these perfected yogis. persons who had attained Brahmaloka, which is divide of Karmakanda, by the power of remembering the Lord's feet, offered respects to the Lord. So all these wonderful personalities, remembering the greatness of Supreme Lord, they began to offer their respects to Lord's lotus feet. And then Brahma offered foot water to the Lord's raised feet. So when Karana ocean, which entered into our universe by the through the crack created by the toenail of Lord Vamana, he collected that water. With the same water, he washed the lotus feet of Lord Trivikrama. So Brahma of spotless fame, who appeared from the Lord's navel, then worshipped the Lord with devotion and praised him. So the Ganga which entered into our universe, Brahma collected that water. With the same water, he washed the feet of the Supreme Lord. Fifth canto says, as a result of that, the Ganga attained the name Bhagavat Padi. In Satyaloka, it is known as Bhagavat Padi because it is the by the intervention of Lord's lotus feet, the Karana ocean entered into our universe as Ganga. And Brahma collected that water. He washed the foot of Lord Vishnu, that Lord Trivikrama. So it is like Charanamrita of Lord Trivikrama. So it is the foot water of Lord Vishnu. That's why it is called Bhagavat Padi, which entered into our universe by the feet of the Lord, which is the water washed the feet of the Lord. That's why it is called Bhagavat Padi. So Brahma immediately did it without having that great opportunity, immediately washed the feet of Supreme Lord. Taraka means scriptures of logic, Nyashastras. Itihasa refers to Mahabharata and Ramayana. Anga refers to the Vedangas like Shiksha, Kalpa, Nirukta, Chandas, Vyakaran and Jyotish. Puranas refers to Brahma Purana, Bhagavad Purana, etc. Samhita refers to Brahma Samhita and others. Satyaloka is devoid of the practice of inferior karma kanda. So Satyaloka is meant for highly elevated, perfected beings, not for those who are still attached to karmic rituals. Because karmic rituals elevate one to up to Sargaloka only, not beyond that. So all the karmic rituals are only pertain into Bhuloka, Bhurloka, Sargaloka. They do not have any. They do not have any thing to do in the upper planetary systems. So that is what is indicated here. So these are the different people who are there in Satyaloka and maybe Satyaloka and the nearby places also. They all came forward and worshipped the Lord, and Brahma especially washed the lotus feet of the Supreme Lord because the great opportunity he received. How can he simply miss it? So he washed the feet of the Supreme Lord, and he made that Ganga as the Charanamrita of the Supreme Lord by washing Lord's lotus feet. So in that way.
Hare
So,
Krishna, Prabhuji.
yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, this Ganga, what we refer now, it is exactly what? Like it is a Karan Samudra Jal, or it is a foot wash of the Lord which Brahmaji did, or it is Viraja, because at different places, different references come like that. So, what exactly is Ganga?
See, it the Viraja and Kadaloshan both are same only. They are two different names only. That Viraja entered into our universe when Lord Vamana created a crack to the universal shell. That water only Brahma collected in his Kamandalu. With that only he washed the feet of the Lord.
That means, Prabhuji, the Karan Samudra and the Viraja are the same thing.
It is one only with two different names.
Because, like, I had read in one or two places that between the, like, outside our material universes, whatever the coverings are there, na, the 10 coverings, after that coverings, the Karana ocean is there. And the Mahavishnu is lying in that Karana ocean.
Okay.
And beyond means then there is a Virija river, and beyond that is the spiritual world. So Virija river is the one who separates the spiritual worlds and material universes like that.
It is
So that is
it is only called as Karana ocean. Karana ocean, Viraja Nadi, both are same only. They are not different. It is called with different names in different places, but it is the same.
okay. So the river and ocean both are same only.
Same only, same only.
Okay, and that water only came because that water only Brahmaji took and
Hmm.
washed his, Lord's feet. So that
Viraja means without Rajoguna. There is no trace of Rajoguna in that. Is completely Shuddha Sattva. That's why it is called Viraja.
okay,
Hmm.
okay. Thank you for
And also we say cause lotion na Karana Sagara. Karana Sagara means it is the cause of everything. Viraja means Vishesha Rupena Raja. Rajoguna. Rajoguna means creation. So Viraja means Vishesha Rupena Raja. Means there is a special creation. So in that way we can understand.
But actually, Prabhuji, why such confusing terminologies are used in the scriptures? Because ocean is something which is very vast and it is spread everywhere, and river is
Okay.
something which flows from one place to in one direction to the other direction, and the stream is limited. Like some river may be very broad, like Ganga, but still
Practically one understands them differently, but I don't know exactly why it is so. But the two names were used for both. So
So outside the coverings of our material universe, whatever is there, directly, immediately it is current ocean.
no,
Like,
actually in one sense, all the universes are floating in the Karna Ocean.
okay.
We showed the pictures in fifth
Yeah,
canto.
that is
So
Karanadaksha Vaishnavi.
uh,
Okay. So means then Prabhuji, where exactly the spiritual Vaikunthas are there? Means beyond the Karan Samudra, means because ocean doesn't have that way limits now, means it is very confusing to understand.
no, not to worry so much. There is a ocean. Upon the ocean, the universe are floating, and above there is sky. So right now we are all living on the surface of the earth. Okay?
Yeah,
And above us, above the earth is all sky only.
yeah.
Huh? The sky is Brahmajyoti. The earth is like Kadal Ocean. And we all of us, each person is like one universe. Who are
Even
walking on the surface of the universe, surface of the earth.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, even our universe is floating in the water.
Yes. Every universe is floating in the water of Kadal Ocean.
So therefore it must be very huge. It must be very expansive.
Universe is very big. 10 to the power of
No,
18
the
yojanas.
population.
One universe diameter, our universe diameter is 10 to the power of 18 yojanas. It is very big.
So the causal ocean must be very expansive.
Oh, that is very expensive. That is all pervade in one sense. That's why I'm saying, no, what Mataji is asking. So we have to understand like this. So at the bottom, earth surface is there. Upon that, all of us are walking here and there. So we are touching the earth and we are also in the space. Some part of us. So the space is like the Brahmajyoti. And above, as you go upward, the place where clouds are there, that is where the Vaikuntha lokas are starting. So as you go upward, the Vaikuntha lokas are going further and further. Like that, you can take.
Okay.
Okay, so Vaikunthas are floating in the Brahma Jyoti and the material Brahmandas are in touch with the Karana ocean.
Yes. They are in between Brahmajyoti and Karanasagar.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Prabhu, thank you.
Yeah. Hare Krishna. धातु कमण्डलुजलं तदुरुक्रमस्य
धातु कमण्डलुजलं तदुरुक्रमस्य
पादावने जन पवित्रतया नरेन्द्र
पादावने जनपवित्रतया नरेन्द्र
स्वर्धुन्यभून्नभसि सा पतति निमार्षति
स्वर्धुन्यभुन्नभसि सपतति निमार्ष्टि
लोकत्रयं भगवतो विशदेव कीर्ति
लोकत्रयं भगवतो विशदेव कीर्तिः. O king, the water from Lord Brahma's Kamandalu washed the lotus feet of Lord Vamana, who is known as Urukrama, the wonderful actor. Thus, that water became so pure that it was transformed into the water of the Ganges, which went flowing down from the sky purifying the three worlds like the pure fame of the Supreme Personality of Godhead.
Hmm. O king, the water from Lord Brahma's pot, purified by washing the lotus feet of Lord Vamanadeva, became the water of the Ganga, filling down from the sky. It purifies the three planetary systems like the pure fame of the Supreme Lord. Starting from Satyaloka, it comes down, following through Tapaloka, Janaloka, Maharloka, Dhruvaloka, Swargaloka, Saptarushi Mandal, Bhuvarloka, Chandraloka, Mount Meru, Jambudipa, and then saltwater ocean, then Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala, all the way up to Patala. Starting from Satyaloka all the way up to Patala, Ganga goes down. So that's why Ganga is called as Tri Loka Pavani, the purifier of the three planetary systems. The water from Brahma's pot became purified by washing the Lord's lotus feet and then became Ganga. However, in the fifth canto, it is mentioned that the Ganga arose from the water outside the universal shell, which was pierced by the Lord Trivikrama's toenail, and that water only Brahma collects, and Brahma washes the feet of the Lord with the same water, and that water only henceforward is called as the pure Ganga. So, in that way. Elsewhere, it is said that the Ganga is directly a liquid form of Narayana. It should thus be understood that all three of these mix and become Ganga. Here it is said it is directly a liquid form of Narayana. In the second canto, 10th chapter, I suppose, while describing the location of Lord Narayana, there was a verse stated that Pradana Paravam Yomnir Antare Virajanadi Vedanga Sweda Janitai Toya Prashravita Shubha. Pradana Parama Vyomnor Antare Virajanadi. That Virajanadi is located between the Pradana and Parama Vyoma. And how this Virajanadi is made up of? Vedanga Sweda Janita. It is produced from the Vedanga Purusha. Who is the Vedanga Purusha? Karnadaksha Vishnu himself. So it is directly produced from Karnadaksha Vishnu. Toye Prashravita Shubha. It is the most purifying water which was produced from the Vedanga Purusha, Mahavishnu. And that water only entered into our universe. It became much more purified by after washing the lotus feet of Lord Trivikrama. So in that way. So since it is a transformation of the Vedanga Purusha Sveda, it can be considered to be the transformation of the Supreme Lord, the liquid form of Lord Narayana. So in either case, it is the same. This Ganga falls in the sky and purifies the three worlds. That means passing through all the 14 lokas, it purifies each and every loka wherever it traveled. So that is the glory of Ganga, which appeared because of Lord Trivikrama. So in that way. Brahmadayo Lokanatha
Brahmadayo Lokanatha
Swanataya Samadruta
Svanathaya Samadruta
Sanuga Balima Jahru
Sanuga Balimajarhu
Sankshiptatma Vibhutaye.
Samshiktatma Vibhutaye. Lord Brahma and all the predominating deities of the various planetary systems began to worship Lord Vamana, their supreme master, who has reduced himself from his all-pervading form to his original form. They collected all the ingredients and paraphernalia for this worship.
Brahma and the lords of the planets and their followers in great respect arranged for worship of their master, who reduced his size again. So then what happened? Lord Vamana became Trivikrama, occupied the entire universe and produced Ganga. Brahma worship. Brahma and other residents of the upper planetary systems, Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Satyaloka, they worshipped Lord Trivikrama. Especially Lord Brahma collected the same water which entered into our universe and washed the feet of Lord Vamana, Lord Trivikrama. Then Lord Trivikrama again resumed his dwarf Brahmana appearance. The Trivikrama disappeared. Again, dwarf Brahmana appeared, the place where Bali Maharaj is there. So then, as soon as the Lord's huge lotus feet disappeared, Brahma and all his assembled followers, they all immediately came down to Swargaloka, where the pastime is going on. There, again they arranged for the proper worship. They prepared Arati paraphernalia, Arati plate, Dhoop, Deep, Pushpa, Chamara, Vejana, all these things, and they began to worship Lord Vamana. The Lord withdrew his form as Trivikrama and became Vamana again. Brahma and others coming there to Sargaloka arranged for worship of offering foot water and other articles Argya, Padya, Achamaniya, Dhupa, Deepa, Naivedya, Pushpa, Chamara, Vyajana, everything. The Arati, whatever Arati we do, such kind of arrangement is being made for the worship of the Supreme Lord as dwarf Brahmana. So like that. They all came to Sargaloka, headed by Brahma and all. तोयै संहर्हनैसृग्भिर्
तोयै संहरणै समर्हणै स्रग्भिर्
दिव्यगन्धानुलेपनै
दिव्यगन्धानुलेपनै
धूपैर्दीपैः सुरभिभिर्
धूपैर्दीपैः सुरभिभिर्
लाजाक्षतफलाङ्कुरैः
लाजाक्षतफलाङ्कुरै
स्तवनैर्जयशब्दैश्च
स्तवनैर्जयशब्दैश्च
तद्वीर्यमहिमाङ्कितैः
तद्वीर्यमहिमाङ्कितै
नृत्यवादित्रगीतैश्च
नृत्यवादित्रगीतैश्च
शङ्खदुन्दुभिर्निस्वनैः
शङ्खदुन्दुभिनिष्वनै. They worship the Lord by offering fragrant flowers, water, padya and arghya, sandalwood pulp and aguru pulp, incense, lambs, fused rice, unbroken grains, fruits, roots and sprouts. While so doing, they offered prayers indicating the glorious activities of the Lord and shouted Jai Jai. They also danced, played instruments, sang, sounded conch shells, and beat kettle drums in this way, worshipping the Lord.
As Brahma began to perform Artika, Gandharvas, Apsaras, other devatas, they began to do the respective activity. Somebody is singing, somebody is glorifying, somebody is shouting, somebody dancing, somebody playing instruments. Like that, all these things are happening. They worship the Lord by offering foot water, argya, garlands, fragrant sandalwood pulp, agaru pulp, incense, lamps, papud rice, unbroken grains, fruits, sprouts, and prayers, and by shouting Jai Jai, indicating the Lord's great prowess, as well as by dancing, playing music, singing, and tumultuous sound produced by the conches, drums, bugles, anaka, dundibi, etc., etc. So it's like big festival because Lord made his appearance and performed a wonderful pastime. So everyone is expressing their joy. And there is one more person who also expressed his wonderful joy. Jambavan Ruksharajastu
Jambavan Vriksharajasti
Bheri Shabdair Manojava
Bheri Shabdair Manojavam
Vijayam Dikshu Sarvasu
Vijayam Dikshu Sarvasu
Mahostavam Agoshayat.
Mahotsavam Agoshayat. Jambavan, king of the bears, also joined in the ceremony. Sounding his bugle in all directions, he declared a great festival for Lord Vamandeva's victory.
Arriving quick as the mind, Jambavan, the king of the bears, sounded his bugle in all directions and declared a great festival for Vamana's victory. So actually Jambavan name is mentioned here. But even when Lord Vamana became Trivikrama, it is stated in the Ramayana that Jambavan did 3 times parikrama around Trivikrama. Just like Brahma and all worshipped in Satyaloka, the lotus feet of the Lord Vamanas, the Lord Trivikramas. Similarly, as Lord Vamana became Trivikrama, the huge personality, Jambavan made parikrama around him while he was performing these pastimes. And when Lord became small, Vamana again, Jambavan also came here to Swargaloka where the pastime is happening, and there he began to sound his instrument bugle, and also he began to shout Jai 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 like that. So he was, matlab, his Lord and Master has become so wonderful, so big. So how can he not do the needful? So when again when they were discussing that they would like to jump to Lanka, so they were inquiring that how much each one can jump. Like everyone was saying, I can jump 10, I can jump 20, I can jump 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. Angada said, I can jump 100, but I'm not sure whether I'll be able to come back or not. I'm not self-controlled. I may remain there only, like that he said. But Jambavan said, in my youth, when Lord Vamana became Trivikrama, I did circumambulation of Trivikrama 3 times in no time without any difficulty. That means basically doing 3 times parikrama around the entire universe. So, but he says that now I become old. I'm not sure whether I can jump 100 yojanas to Lanka or not. That is the time he remembers this pastime. And same thing is also mentioned here. So that Jambavan, who traveled at the speed of mind, circumambulated the Lord 3 times. And when Lord Trivikrama became Vamana, he came to Swargaloka and began to express his joy by shouting Jai, 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 something like that. And also playing his instrument, bugle. So in that way. Bheri shabd there. Bheri. The instrument is called as Bheri. So, yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, this Jambavan and like all the personalities in the Ramayana, or like Ramayana happened in Treta Yuga. So all of them are eternal, Prabhuji. They are, it is to be considered that they are staying in the Saket Dham along with Lord Ram, serving him there. And whenever such pastimes occur, they come to glorify the Lord. Is it like that, Prabhuji?
That and all I don't know, but they are all wonderful devotees of the Lord. At least right now they are there to assist the Lord. So in his pastimes, even from fifth canto, we have understood that Hanumanji and all the other monkeys who assisted the Lord currently they are residing in the Kimpurusha Varsha because Hanumanji had become Chiranjiva and all these personalities are as good as the Devatas. So we can understand or we can assume that their lifespan is equal to one Manvantara, which is the lifespan of all the Devatas. Until then, they'll be staying here in this Kimpurusha Varsha. Then they will go back home back to Godhead. Since Lord Rama's pastime happened in the Vaivashvata Manvantara, they will continue to stay in Kimpurusha Varsha till the end of the Vaivashvata Manvantara. So in that way, we can understand.
Prabhuji, like Vaivasvat Manvantara means the current Manvantara only, na Prabhuji?
Current 7th Manvantara.
Okay.
Both Vamana's pastime and Lord Rama's pastime took place in Vaivashvata Manvantara only.
In Vaivasvat Manvantara only, but the like Yuga cycles are different, na, I think.
Yes. Lord Vamana's pastime was in the 7th cycle. Lord Rama's pastime was in the 24th cycle. Lord Krishna's pastime is in 28th cycle.
And Narsimha Bhagwan's appearance,
Oh,
Prabhu?
Lord Narsimha and Lord Varaha were during Chakshusha Manvantara. That was during the 6th Manvantara period.
Six. Okay.
Okay. And Prabhuji, just small things. This is what is this fused rice, Prabhuji?
I understand this is papud rice, poha.
But poha is chipped rice, na Prabhuji?
I also don't know, but I always think like that. Never hate also. This is papud rice. Lambs and
Here,
papud
yeah, in
rice.
this notes it is popped rice. In the book it is written fused rice. And also, what are unbroken grains? Means the grains which जिससे दाल नहीं बनाया हुआ है, the full grains like that it should
Ah, yeah,
translate.
yeah. Unbroken grains, we can take it as akshata.
Akshata means rice only.
Ah, here it is there, na akshata.
Okay.
Hmm.
Prabhuji, that popped rice must be those churmuras.
What is
Puffed,
that?
puffed rice, that churmura.
हाँ मे बी हो सकता है करेक्ट करेक्ट वन इज पोहा अदर वन इज कुरमुरा
Poha is flat rice,
हाँ
I
फ्लो
think,
इज
and
फ्लैट
this
राइस एंड दिस
popped
पापड़
is
इज लाइक द
churmura.
yeah it's like our
Churmura or whatever we call it.
yeah
Churmura.
correct it could be yes
Okay. Okay.
uh,
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you
yeah.
so much.
So it is called as laja maybe in some vernacular language what kurmura is called we can correlate to that
Laya, they call
Laya,
it
Laya,
Laya.
we call it
he-
pohi.
here it is called laja in Sanskrit it is called laja so in the vernacular somewhat similar so
Because many religious functions like
uh,
there's Laja or Laya is used.
hmm,
For
Churmura
home.
is less often used, but still like used.
hmm. Jagannath Puri they give that is prasadam also na there are
Yeah.
two variety of papad rice. One is plain, other one is like popcorn जैसा रहता है. Like different slots will be there.
Okay.
Right.
Hmm.
This is called Leia in north of India.
Okay,
Pop.
okay.
Leia.
Hmm. So just a little transformation of the laja. So it is same. Hmm. So in that way. Good. Okay, we'll continue. Mahim sarvam hrutam društva
Mahim sarvam rutam društva
tripada vyajayanchaya
tripada vyajayanchaya
ऊचुः स्वभर्तुरसुरा
uchuhu swabharturasura
दीक्षितस्यास्त्यमर्षिता
dikshitasyadyamharshita. Uh, When the demonic followers of Maharaj Bali saw that their master, who had been determined in performing sacrifice, had lost all his possessions to Vamandeva, who had taken them away on the plea of begging 3 paces of land, they were very angry and spoke as follows.
Hmm. When the demon saw that their master with a vow of sacrifice had lost all his possessions to Vamanadeva, who had taken them away on the plea of begging 3 pieces of land, they became indignant and spoke as follows. They would say that this Bali is performing yajna and he took a vow that whoever comes for charity will give charity, and taking that as a opportunity, this Brahmana fellow came and took away everything. What kind of cheating is this? Like that they began to speak. So they will attack also Lord Vamana. Navayam Brahma Bandhur
Navayam Brahma Bandhu.
Vishnur Maya Vinamvaraha
Vishnur Maya Vinamvaraha.
Dvijarupa Pratichanno
Vijarupa Pratichanno.
Devakaryam Chikirshati.
Eva Karyam Chikirshati. This Vamana is certainly not a Brahmana, but the best of cheaters, Lord Vishnu. Assuming the form of a Brahmana, he has covered his own form, and thus he is working for the interest of the demigods.
They began to say same thing. This Vamana is certainly not a Brahmana, but the greatest of cheaters, Vishnu. Assuming the form of a Brahmana, he has covered his form and is working for the interest of the Devatas. Previously also, for the interest of the Devatas, he killed our ancestor, our predecessor, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu. Now he has taken everything away by cheating. What is this? He could have come as a fair fight. Why so much cheating? So like that, they began to Attack. Anena yachamaneena
अनेना याचमानेन
shatruna vaturupina
शत्रुना वटुरूपिणा
सर्वस्वं नो हृतं भर्तुर्
सर्वस्वं नो ऋतं भर्तुर्
न्यस्य दण्डस्य बर्हिषि.
न्यस्तदण्डस्य बर्हिषि. Our Lord Bali Maharaj, because of his position in performing yajna, has given up the power to punish. Taking advantage of this, our eternal enemy Vishnu, dressed in the form of a brahmachari beggar, has taken away all his possessions.
They say that our enemy Vishnu, dressed in the form of a begging brahmachari, has taken away all the possessions of our master, who, because of his position in performing sacrifice, has given up the power to punish. Because while performing yajna, one should not raise weapon, and one should offer any charity being asked. So taking this opportunity has taken away everything. What is this? What kind of cheating? But we don't have any such condition for us. It is only applicable for Yajaman. He should not lift the weapons. But we can lift the weapons. We cannot tolerate this kind of cheating. Like that, the Asuras began to shout. Satyavrasasya sasatam
सत्यव्रतस्य सततं
दीक्षितस्य विशेषतः
दीक्षितस्य विशेषतः
नानृतं भाषितुं शक्यं
नानृतं भाषितुं शक्यं
ब्रह्मणस्य दयावतः.
ब्रह्मणस्य दयावतः. Our Lord Bali Maharaj is always fixed in truthfulness, and this is especially so at present, since he has been initiated into performing a sacrifice. He is always kind and merciful towards the Brahmanas, and he cannot at any time speak lies.
So our master is performing yajna and he should be truthful. So you came as a Brahmana and he said, I'll give you charity, small charity, he said. But you have taken that opportunity to cheat outrightly. What is this? We cannot tolerate this. So like that. Tasmadasya vado dharma
तस्मादस्य वधो धर्मो
bhartu sushrushanam chana
भर्तु शुश्रूषणं च न
iti ayudani jagror
इति आयुधानुजग्रु
baler anucharasura.
बलेरनुचरासुरा. Therefore, it is our duty to kill this Vamandeva, Lord Vishnu. It is our religious principle and the way to serve our master. After making this decision, the demonic followers of Maharaj Bali took up their various weapons with a view to killing Vamandeva.
Therefore, to serve our master, it is our duty to kill the cheater. After making this decision, the demoniac followers of Maharaj Bali took up their weapons and running towards Lord Vamana to attack him. Te sarve vamanam hantum
ते सर्वे वामनं हन्तुं
shulapattisha panaya
शूलपत्तिशपाणया
anichanto bale rajan
अनिच्छन्तो बले राजन्
pradravan jatamanyava.
प्राद्रवञ्जातमन्यवः. O king, the demons, aggravated by their usual anger, took their lances and tridents in hand, and against the will of Bali Maharaj, they pushed forward to kill Lord Vamandev.
So as they were shouting, Bali would have better mentioned, please don't speak like that, don't speak like that. As they were running towards Vamana to attack, Bali might have stopped. Please don't do this, please don't do this like that. But the angry demons, taking their lances and tridents in hand, rushed to kill Vamana against the will of Bali Maharaj. Even though Bali Maharaj was trying to stop them, they could not listen to him. They are running towards to attack Lord Vamana. Then one wonderful thing happened. तान् अभिद्रवतो दृष्ट्वा
तान् अभिद्रवतो दृष्ट्वा
दितिजानीकपान्नृपा
दितिजानेकपान्नृप
रहस्यानुचरा विष्णो
रहस्यानुचरा विष्णो
प्रत्यसेदन्वुधायुधा
प्रत्यसेधन्युदायुधा. O king, when the associates of Lord Vishnu saw the soldiers of the demons coming forward in violence, they smiled. Taking up their weapons, they forbade the demons to continue their attempt.
When the associates of Lord Vishnu saw that the demons were attacking their Lord, they also took up their weapons while smiling and repulsed them. So the Lord Vishnu's associates, seeing that the asuras are going to attack Lord, they came in between, raising their weapons. Shankha, Chakra, Gada, Padma, they also have, just like Lord Vishnu. Some of them raise their Gada, some of them raise their sword, some of them raise their chakra, like that. So they stood in between Lord Vishnu and the asuras. So who are all there? That there as the protectors of Lord Vishnu came there. So the list is given now. Nanda Sunando Tajayo
Nanda Sunanda Tathajayo
Vijaya Prabalo Bala
Vijaya Prabalo Balaha
Kumuda Kumudaksha Cha
Kumuda Kumudakshascha
Vishwaksena Patatrirat
Vishvaksena Patatrirat
Jayanta Shrutadevascha
Jayantah Shrutadevascha
Pushpadantota Satvataha
Pushpadanto Satvataha
Sarge Nagayuta Pranas
Sarve Nagayuta Pranash
Chamunte Jagnurasurim
Chamunte Jagnurasurim Nanda Sunanda Jay Vijay Prabal Bal Kumud Kumudaksha Vishwaksen Patatrirat Garud, that is Jayanta, Shrutadev, Pushpadanta, and Satvat were all associates of Lord Vishnu. They were as powerful as 10,000 elephants, and now they began killing the soldiers of the demons.
So Vaikuntha has 7 gates, 7 entrances. At each gate, there are 2 gatekeepers. So 7 2 ja 14. So there are 14 gatekeepers for Vaikuntha. So whenever Lord leaves Vaikuntha and goes anywhere to meet his devotees, these 14 gatekeepers follow Lord Vishnu as the bodyguards. So these 14 always, wherever Lord goes, they always accompany Lord. Sometimes they accompany the Lord as the protectors, raising their weapons. Other time they accompany the Lord, offering chamara, holding umbrella, Vyajana seva, water seva, pan seva. Like that, they do all the menial services for Lord Vishnu. According to the need of the hour, they do the needful. So here we see the names. Nanda Sunanda, one gatekeepers. Jaya Vijaya, second one. Prabala Bala, third one. Kumuda Kumudaksha, fourth one. Vishwaksena Garuda Jayanta. I think in dono keep it them aside. Shrutadeva Pushpadanta. Sorry. Jayanta Shrutadeva, the sixth one. Shrutadeva, Pushpadanta and Satvata, the sixth one. I think total 7 only. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. As powerful as 10,000 elephants killed the demoniac army. The 14 personalities are mentioned here. The for 7 gates, there are 14 gatekeepers. All the 14 are mentioned. Looks like Vishwaksena and Garuda also there acting
Hare
as protectors of the Lord.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, there are many Vaikuntha planets, so these
Hmm.
same personalities expand as gatekeepers everywhere.
Seems to be.
Okay.
Or otherwise, we can say every Lord Vishnu will have these 14 set of people. The names may be same, people may be different.
Okay.
Because the concept is same. First Dwar, these are the gatekeepers, these are their names. The personalities may be different, but the names are same.
Okay.
Yeah, like that also, that possibility is also there.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
For obvious reason, you said that keep aside Visvakshena, and we know that he is mentioned in one of the shloka. And so, are we, supposed to understand that Lord's name is also sometimes the name of his doorkeeper, or how is it?
Yeah, actually, we generally say that in our Varnashtama duties, any samskara is being performed. First, the samskara starts with Ganapati Puja.
Yes.
Because Ganapati is considered to be Vigna Vinashaka.
Hmm.
In order to complete this particular samskara, any Vignas should be removed. That is a prayer offered to Ganapati in the beginning.
Yeah.
Same way, among the Vaishnava community, any worship is being started. First offering is done to Lord Vishwaksena. So, in one sense, Lord Vishwaksena is the remover of obstacles in the Vishnu's worship.
Acha. Okay.
So in that way, he is considered to be like that.
Hare
So the
Krishna.
personalities are Sorry, Mataji, one
No,
second.
no, continue, continue.
So these are the two different personalities as such. So,
Yes.
so whom we are worshipping, like when we begin the worship of Vishnu, are we worshipping Visvakshena, the doorkeeper, or Visvakshena, the Lord?
Now, here, in Vaikuntha, in one sense, see, so everyone is having Sarupya Mukti.
Yes.
So, in that way, he is the doorkeeper. At least at the current scenario, he is the doorkeeper and is also the protector. Like Garuda is there. Whether Garuda is really acting as doorkeeper, we don't know. But Garuda is like chariot driver, charioteer, the carrier. When Lord goes out, he is acting as the carrier. When Lord is inside the Vaikuntha, he might be acting as gatekeeper also. He can do both the services. There is no issue.
Absolutely.
So,
yeah, Garuda
so
is a
here
servant.
Vishwaksena is when the first worship is offered to Vishwaksena, who is the protector of the Lord and protector of Vaikuntha. All these things are there, and Lord is also called as Vishwaksena. Okay, Lord has unlimited names, so he is also called Vishwaksena. So if that is the case, then it is clearly mentioned Vishwaksena is the Lord karke. So if it is starting worship, it should be the protector Vishwaksena. If it is part of the worship, it is Lord Vishwaksena. Lord also has a name which is Vishwaksena.
So yeah, so same question I was asking. So Lord also shares his name with his doorkeeper.
Yeah.
Though everybody is their expansion of Krishna only, so that's
Yeah.
one way.
In one sense, there are like Lord's intimate associates. There as powerful and as the Lord.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. Mataji, you can ask now. Thank you.
Yeah. Prabhuji, in that shloka Dharmasvanushrita Punsam, Vishwaksena Kathasuyama, that Vishwaksena is narrating this.
That is the Lord.
The Lord.
There it is addressing to the Lord.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Lord has unlimited names. In that one name is Vishwaksena also. Here is another person who also had the same name. Like Sankarshana. In the fifth canto we had discussed na? Sankarshana, Ananta, Shesha is the same name to the Lord's snake bed. The same name is also given to the son of Kashyapa, who is holding the entire Bhumandal also. So that possibility is there. So now, I don't know, I was expecting one more question. Here you see Jaya Vijaya names are mentioned. In Chakshusha Manvantara, when four Kumaras came to Vaikuntha to have darshan of Lord Vishnu, Jaya Vijaya, who are the seventh gatekeepers, blocked them. Then four Kumaras cursed Jaya Vijaya to become Asuras, because their behavior is like that of Asuras. So for 3 lifetimes they are supposed to be Asuras. The first lifespan they became Hiranyaksha Hiranyakashipu during Chakshusha Manvantara. Then they became Ravana Kumbhakarna when Lord Rama appeared. Then they will become Shishupal Dantavakra when Lord Krishna will appear. But now Lord Vamana's pastime is going on, which is after Narsingadev pastime and before Lord Rama's pastime. But Jaya Vijaya are there accompanying the Lord. What happened to the curse of 4 Kumaras.
Prabhuji, can you repeat that? It's a little confusing.
So,
I
4
don't you one second. Had you not mentioned once that the Jai Vijay who came down, they were
Right.
also expansions of the Jai Vijay who's eternally there?
Yes.
That
There
is
is
the
one set of people are there in the Vaikunta, which is above
Yeah.
Satyaloka, where Lord
Okay.
Manvantara Avtara is there. Their
Uh,
expansions are appearing as asuras for 3 times.
yeah. Okay, that was my understanding.
So that
Thank
is the same thing is indicated here. This is the proof given there in the time. So Lord says there, please go and don't go. After seeing off the 4 Kumaras while speaking to Jai Vijaya, I could have nullified the curse uttered by 4 Kumaras, but I don't want to nullify because I only made a statement that whatever Brahmana speaks, that comes true. So being 4 Kumaras are the Brahmana Sheshta, so I cannot nullify the words spoken by the 4 Kumaras. But at the same time, how can I live without you?
True.
So please go and don't go also.
Yeah.
So Lord indirectly indicating that you go and stay here also. You do both simultaneously. So this is the proof quoted by Jiva Goswami.
Sandarbha mein?
Sandarbha. So when Lord Vamana appeared, Jaya Vijaya were accompanying him. That means Jaya Vijaya were there in the Vaikunta, which is above Satyaloka, along with Manvantara Avtara. So yes, so in that way, so they came down and they are also there in the Vaikunta. Both they are doing both the pastimes simultaneously. So like that we have to understand.
Okay. Thank you.
In order, one second, we'll
Okay.
complete this. In order to show the frightful nature of offending the devotees of the Lord, expansions of Jaya and Vijaya fell from Vaikunta because they stopped 4 Kumaras. This has been explained in the description of Vaikunta in the 3rd canto. The original forms remained in Vaikunta, and in the present pastime, they assist the Lord in the fight. These are the original Jaya Vijaya. But the expansions of the original Jaya Vijaya, playing the roles of the demons, stayed in the material world until Lord Krishna liberated them. First time Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, then Ravana, Kumbhakarna, then Shishupal, Dantavakra. Then they enter into the body of Lord Krishna after being killed by Lord Krishna. Then Lord Krishna, when he wound up his pastimes, that time they come to the Vaikunta, which is above Satyaloka, and then enter into their original forms. So this is how it happened. Nagas are the elephants which move around Lokaloka mountain range. Or they are the elephants who are vibhutis of the Lord in Vaikunta. Okay, where is this coming? Nagas. ये तो ये श्लोक में नहीं. Maybe some other श्लोक का reference it has come here. So this is by mistake. So yes, Mataji, what was your question?
Prabhu, one thing is like in the last line of this shloka, it is mentioned as Sarve Naga Yuta Pranaschamu.
Okay.
So that is where that Naga is coming, I think.
As powerful as 10,000 elephants.
Yeah.
So actually, Naga means normally we may say that snakes. But here, Naga Yuta means 10,000 elephants. So, which elephants? So, they are the elephants who are moving around Lokaloka mountain range. There are 4 elephants which are there to balance the Bhumandala. We discussed in the 5th canto. So, these elephants are huge elephants. So, like that, 10,000 elephants, whatever strength is there, that is the strength of the Vishnu Dutas, these 14 gatekeepers. So in that way, yes, it is here only.
Yeah, these mountains mean, these elephants mean those which you had explained that their hind like 2 legs are behind on that
Lokalaka Parvata
mountain
and front legs are on the Bhumandala. So thus they are
Bhumandala.
balancing the Bhumandala.
Okay, Prabhuji, and my original question was like we discussed that the Jaya Vijaya's expansions come as a demons in this material world like that. So this must have happened like Kumara's cursing them must have happened in the 4th Manvantara, na somewhere.
No. 6th Manvantara, Chakshusha Manvantara it happened.
But Lord Narsinga's pastime happened in which Manvantara?
6th Manvantara, Chakshusha only.
Chakshusha only. So that time they came as Hiranyaksha, Hiranyakashipu, the expansions of Jaya Vijaya.
Yes.
And then this Lord means to become a Ravan and Kumbhakarna, this pastime occurred in the seventh
Seventh
Manvantara,
Manvantara in the 24th cycle.
24th cycle. So till that time, these expansions again went back and merged into Jaya Vijaya, or how it should be
No,
understood?
no, no, not like that. The expansions were roaming around in the material world only.
So they were not in any bodies, like.
No bodies.
Okay.
Mm.
So any expansion of anybody, Prabhuji, like they can have bodies or they can be without bodies also.
It's like sleeping state. But
Dormant
a
state.
sleeping person is called as dead person only in one sense. In that sense, they are waiting for the next birth. So till then, they must be in sleeping state.
Okay.
So in that way.
Prabhuji, and actually, since long time, I have this question. Means I don't know, means it's not maybe relevant, then you may not answer. But whenever we talk of any expansion, like means all the means how the expansion also has soul, or means because these are spiritual personalities, there is no soul and body differentiation. So the spiritual body can make a replica of itself. That is how it should be understood, or how it is present.
See, Lord Krishna expanded into 16,108 forms in Dwaraka. Every day.
Yeah.
Every day evening when he come back from the Sudharma hall, he would expand and go into each and every palace. The next day morning, after completing morning duties and after completing breakfast, when he was supposed to go to Sudharma hall, one Krishna will come out from one palace. At the exit, they all become one Krishna. That one Krishna will go to Sudharma hall.
Yes.
So like that, sometimes Krishna's empowered personalities also can become multiple. They can expand into multiple forms. May not be as much as Lord Krishna, but according to their capacity, some may become 2, some may become 10, some may become 100 if required, if it is the need of the hour. Like Privrata became 2. Recently, we were discussing 5th canto Sunday morning.
Yeah.
So Shaubari became 50. He married Mandata's 50 daughters and he became 50. And he was living with each and every wife separately. Kardama became 7.
Prabhuji, I understood that. But what I'm not understanding is, see, for the Lord, it is different case or itself.
No need to make it different. Just like how it is happening to the Lord, apply the same principle for the Lord's devotee also. Being devotee of the Lord, they also possess that mystic potency. Like that, you see.
Prabhuji, is it
Prabhuji,
something
but
like... Yes,
please,
Mataji, go ahead.
Prabhuji, like when we talk of Saubhari Muni, he is in the material body at least when he was here, right now, Prabhuji.
But he's a mystic. He's a mystic yogi.
So, like when the material body we are talking, there is a difference between the body and soul right now. That's what my point is, that if that body and soul is different, then when they expand, whether their soul also expands or in the expansion.
Yes. It should be expanding.
Okay, so the other body means the expanded or the expansion also has soul, which is the expansion of the soul in the original body.
Yes.
Okay.
He is there in 50 places.
Okay. Thank you for it. Mataji, please go ahead.
Yeah, Prabhuji, is it expansion? Is it something like what we at present have clones?
See, the present cloning and all is not exactly.
Not exactly,
It
but I
is a
said something.
genetical modification. It is the body seem to be same or similar, but person is different.
Clones are same, Prabhuji. They cannot be differentiated also.
External appearance may be same, but internally the Jivatma is different, na?
I can't be sure, Prabhuji. I'm just asking this question because otherwise we all are getting a bit, confused about expansions and
No. This modern concept is entirely different. Somebody
Yeah.
can tell what exactly what happens there.
Yeah.
What do you mean by this one?
Okay. No, I was just thinking when we say expansion, is it something like clones which we have now? And
See, that is external similarity. So
Yeah.
you try to manifest externally same looking and same way behaving like that. But if it is in case of living entities, the living entity itself is different. The external appearance may be same, but the living entity will be different.
Okay.
But in the case what we are discussing, it is the same person expanding into different personalities who are looking same. Like Lord Krishna looks same in every form.
Externally, clones also look same.
But internally they are different. But here the expansions are externally same and internally also same.
Okay, Prabhuji.
Mm.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yes, Mataji.
Prabhuji, Narsihadev, Varahadev, and Vamandev, all three appeared in the sixth Manvantara.
No. Narsingadev, Varahadev, Varaha first, then Narsinga, they appeared during the sixth Manvantara. And
Okay.
Vamana appeared during the seventh Manvantara. In the seventh Manvantara, seventh Chaturyuga cycle.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah. And Prabhuji, in who appeared first, Varahadev or Narsihadev?
Varaha.
First, yes, in the
First,
first.
Varaha
Yes.
appeared and he killed Hiranyaksha. Then Hiranyakashipu became angry.
Yes.
How can
Yes.
my brother killed by Vishnu? I will kill Vishnu. He performed tapasya and all these things happened. Then Prahlada appeared. Then he want to take revenge. He could not find Vishnu. He tortured all the devatas. Then he began to torture Prahlad.
Yes. Yes.
Finally, Lord
Got it.
Vishnu appeared as Narsingha and killed him. So in that way.
Yes. Yes, Prabhuji, thank you.
Yeah. Okay, we'll continue. Hanyamanan swakaन् दृष्ट्वा
अन्यमानान् स्वकान् दृष्ट्वा
पुरुषानुचरैर्बली
पुरुषानुचरैर्बली
वारयाम् आस संरब्धान्
वारयामास संरब्धान्
काव्यशापम् अनुस्मरन्.
काव्यशापम् अनुस्मरन्. When Bali Maharaj saw that his own soldiers were being killed by the associates of Lord Vishnu, he remembered the curse of Shukracharya and forbade his soldiers to continue fighting.
So he initially tried to stop the asuras. They did not listen. They went ahead. Then Vishnudutas came forward and began to mutilate their bodily limbs and kill them and injure them, defeat them. All these things are happening. Seeing all these things, when Bali Maharaja saw that his soldiers were being killed by the associates of Lord Vishnu, and when he remembered the curse of Shukracharya, he prevented his angry soldiers from fighting. When one soldier is killed, other soldiers also want to go and fight that time. So Bali Maharaj understood, if they don't stop, everyone will be killed. So he wanted to stop them. Whatever happened. This happened because of the curse of Shukracharya. Shukracharya said, if I give charity, I'll become pauper. So I became pauper. It's already known. Knowingly we received it. Then there is no point in fighting now. If you fight, we only die. So then he's going to stop all the asuras. At least they will continue to live. Even the property may not be there, at least life will be there. Then he's going to stop them one by one. Ye viprachitte ye raho.
हे विप्रचित्ते राहो
हेने मे श्रूयतां वचा.
हे नेमे श्रूयतां वचः
मा युध्यता निवर्तध्वम्.
मा युध्यत निवर्तध्वम्
नः कालोऽयमरत कृत्.
न नः कालोऽयमर्थकृत्. O Viprachitti, O Rahu, O Nemi, please hear my words. Don't fight. Stop immediately, for the present time is not in our favor.
So these names are well known. Oh Prachitti, oh Rahu. Rahu is also fighting. Oh Nemi, please hear my words. Don't fight. Stop immediately. Because the right time, the current time is not favorable for us. Till now, whatever we did, we were victorious every time. But now time is not in our favor. Please stop. There is no point in fighting. यः प्रभु सर्वभूतानां
यः प्रभु सर्वभूतानां
सुख दुःखोपपत्तये
सुख दुःखोपपत्तये
तं नातिवर्तितुं दयिता दैत्या
तं नातिवर्तितुं दैत्यः
पौरुषैर्ईश्वरः पुमान्.
पौरुषैरीश्वरः पुमान्. O Daityas, by human efforts, no one can supersede the Supreme Personality of Godhead, who can bring happiness and distress to all living entities.
So, till now we have been victorious with the Devatas. We and Devatas were on same equal par. So we could have, sometimes we had victory, sometimes we had defeat. But we cannot fight with the divinity. So the personality with whom we want to fight and the associates of that personality are completely of different realm. उनसे हम कभी भी विजेता नहीं बन पाएंगे. So better don't fight. By human effort, it is not possible to overcome that which has the power to create the happiness and distress of all living beings. The person with whom we want to fight is the creator, maker, and destroyer. It is he who awards, it is he who sanctions our happiness and distress. If you want to fight with him, what authority do we have to fight with him? So please stop. Like that is there is stopping them. Yo no bhavaya pragasid
यो नो भवाय प्रागासीत्
abhavaya divaukasam
अभवाय दिवौकसाम्
स एव भगवानद्य
स एव भगवानद्य
वर्तते तद्विपर्ययम्.
वर्तते तद्विपर्ययम्. The supreme time factor, which represents the supreme person, was previously in our favor and not in favor of the demigods. But now that same time factor is against us.
The supreme time factor was previously in our favor. So previously, when we performed Vishwajit Yajna, just by looking at us, devatas flew away. They don't have any courage to stand and fight with us. But right now, time is not in our favor. Now it is in the favor of devatas. So don't fight. Please stop. So in that way. Balena sachivairbuddhya
बलेन सचिवैर्बुद्ध्या
धुर्गैर्मन्त्रौषधादिभिः
दुर्गैर्मन्त्रौषधादिभिः
सामादिभिरुपायैश्च
सामादिभिरुपायैश्च
कालं नात्येति वै जना.
कालं नात्येति वै जनः. No one can surpass the time representation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead by material power, by council of ministers, by intelligence, by diplomacy, by fortresses, by mystic mantras, by drugs, by herbs, or by any other means.
The material impediments and material problems can be counteracted by all these means. But the Supreme Lord cannot be counteracted by all these means. Instead of taking the Supreme Lord's name directly, Bali Maharaj, because he is speaking to Asuras, he takes time factor. No one can surpass time, the Lord in the form of time, by material power, by the council of ministers, by intelligence, by diplomacy, by fortresses, by mystic mantras, by herbs, or by any other means. No material mean can conquer the Supreme Lord, who currently acting at the time factor. भवद्भिर्निर्जिता ह्येते
भवद्भिर्निर्जितायेते
बहुशो नुचरा हरे
बहुशो नुचरा हरे
दैवेनर्दितास्त एवाद्या
दैवेनर्धैस्त एवाद्य
युधि जित्वा नदन्ति न.
युधि जित्वा नदन्ति न. Previously being empowered by Providence, you defeated a great number of such followers of Lord Vishnu. But today, those same followers, having defeated us, are roaring in jubilation like lion.
Hmm. The many followers of Lord Vishnu who were defeated by you because you had strength by fate have now defeated us and are roaring in jubilation. Here also, because he is speaking to Asuras, he is not distinguishing the Devatas and the Vishnu Dutas. So some Asuras might say that how these people are different. ये भी देवता से पहले हमने देवताओं को हारा दिया अभी इसको भी हारा देंगे. Like that some Asuras might have said. Then he said that yeah, previously time favored you defeated the Devatas who are the followers of the Lord, but now we cannot defeat the followers of the Lord. So instead of talking about the glories of Vishnu Dutas, he is simply normalizing everyone as the Devatas and then telling, because since he is speaking to Asuras, so just to keep the secrecy of Lord Vishnu's potency, he is calling Lord Vishnu as time and Vishnu Dutas as Devatas. So in that way.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Ah.
Prabhuji, like, means time and again this thing comes that time factor favoring somebody and time factor not favoring somebody. Like a time is what exactly, like it is a fate of someone, because we also analyze many times situation in terms of somebody's karma. So somebody's karma was like that. That is why that person got this result or something like that. Or sometimes it is said, no, it is the time was not right, like that. So if the time is going to predominate everything, then like how we understand Lord's mercy?
See, Delhi in the parliament, Prime Minister with the support of all the ministers makes a statement from tomorrow onwards, from April 27th, 27,
Yeah.
28, 29, 30, yeah, 27th, 27th or 26, 26. So April 26 onwards, all over India, everyone will follow lockdown. It is a verbal statement. Then what happens tomorrow morning?
Lockdown.
How? Why? He said one word and why lockdown has to happen? वो बोलने वाला कुछ भी बोलने दो.
He spoke out of some concerns, na, right?
Then what? So what?
And he's a prime minister, so his words has that weightage, na, bro?
What do you mean by prime minister?
Like he's the ruler of the country.
He is the administrator. His instructions are the ruling manual. Okay?
Okay.
Whatever GO, the government order which is passed from the parliament, whatever words spoken in the parliament, they are like the Shakti which runs the show from tomorrow onwards. Same way, time is that Shakti of the Lord which maintains the entire universe. We can say time is the Jiva of the Supreme Lord.
Okay.
So in that way. So time favoring someone, time not favoring someone, we have discussed this in the 7th canto first chapter. There was elaborate discussion about that also. So same way, like currently we are in democracy and who wins? Whoever attains majority.
Yeah.
Same way, time favors whoever is the majority. At any given point of time, whoever is in majority side, their desire will prevail. Their intentions will come into action.
Majority means the number wise, means actual personalities wise, like that, yes.
Number, potency, in any way you can take. Shakti, potency, power, number, any form. they are majority, their desire will prevail. Like for example, one Hiranyakashipu performed big tapasya and he accumulated such Shakti in front of which the cumulative Shakti of all the Devatas is nothing. So everyone is afraid of Hiranyakashipu. They surrender to him simply. Even though he is one person, but his tapasya is so powerful, he accumulated so much Shakti, the entire universe is running according to his desire. So time favors him. Whatever he says, that will be done.
It's because he has more powers. What he was saying that
Yes. Either one
transformative.
person can have more power or cumulatively all people combinedly can have more power.
Okay. So
So time as a neutral entity, because the Paramatma is a neutral person. Samoham sarvabhuteshu namedeshosi na priyaha. Same way, the maintenance of the universe which is run by the time is also like a neutral entity. So whom it will support, whoever is the majority, their action will be prevailing. So in that way.
it is like it is said na that Hindi saying is there जिसके हाथ में लाठी उसकी भैंस. So it according to like that. So means even if somebody is devotee, non-devotee, that will not have the effect as much as the time factor. Because means we see now that devotees of the Lord also face a lot of problem. Like
See, wait again, don't combine both.
No, in case of this only.
Bhakti is spiritual. And the material universe is material, which is running under the supervision of Kala.
But time acts on those devotees who are spiritual also, no? Like they may not call
In the
devotee.
material realm, time does not disturb bhakti. Time does not destroy the bhakti.
Okay, it will not destroy the bhakti. It may cause material problems or material defeats for the devotees
वो
when they are in the.
अपना कर्म के अनुसार आ रहा है. That is the result of prarabdha karma.
Anyways, Prabhuji, this whole thing is very, very confusing. I have never understood time and again we discuss it. But because there is a karma factor, you are saying there is a time factor, you are saying there is a material realm for the spiritual beings, you are saying. So it becomes very, very it's beyond my understanding only.
See, what to speak of all these things. Right now we are going to have this celebration, Narsingh Jayanti. Why Prahlad is a pure devotee, but why he has to go through all the difficulties?
So in case of Prahlad Maharaj, there is no case of karma, right? Now, there is no. So is it a time factor?
Okay. Then Pandavas, Haridas Thakur.
So do you mean that there is everywhere there is a time factor acting because these spiritual beings are in the material realm like that?
In a sense, it was Lord's desire only, but for the matter of analyzing, we can see it like this. We cannot say because of karma they are going through trouble and all, but in order to learn some lesson, we can see it like this. They never felt, they always felt like that because of our karma we are going through this. From their point of view, even though Lord is only orchestrating all these things, but the person personally always feels that it is because of my karma I am going through this punishment or I am going through this situation. So in that way.
Yeah, and from the Lord's perspective, it is like Lord gives that to increase the glory of his devotees. That is why.
That is it. That is the highest. That is from the top-down approach. But for us to learn some lesson, we should be seeing like this from the bottom approach.
Okay, so whenever we analyze any situation, all these factors should be taken into consideration. The karma theory, the time factor, and the Lord's arrangement.
Yes. Time is the agent which makes sure that our karma comes to us. Or the cumulative karma is under effect.
Okay. So, because time is also the manifestation, the form of the Lord only, na? Like Lord
Lord
Kalama.
Vishnu is responsible to maintain the universe, and he maintains the universe through the agency of time.
Yeah.
Time is the power of the Lord, which maintains the universe. So, like that, we have to understand.
Okay. So, whatever has to come, or if the Lord has to increase the glory of particular devotee or whatever, that Lord will use time factor as a means to deliver that, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Okay.
Hmm.
Thank you so much.
एतान् वयं विजेष्यामो
एतान् वयं विजेष्यामो
यदि दैवं प्रसीदति
यदि दैवं प्रसीदति
तस्मात् कालं प्रतीक्षध्वम्
तस्मात् कालं प्रतीक्षध्वम्
योनोर्तत्त्वाय कल्पते.
योनोर्तत्त्वाय कल्पते. Unless providence is in our favor, we shall not be able to gain victory. Therefore, we must wait for that favorable time when our defeating them will be possible.
Same thing we also always say, many times we also say same thing. अभी टाइम अच्छा नहीं चल रहा है, मेरा टाइम अच्छा नहीं चल रहा है, अरुण का टाइम अच्छा नहीं चल रहा है. When somebody is going through so many difficulties one after the other, so this is how we say. So it is like that. If providence is in our favor, we shall be able to gain victory over them. Therefore, we must wait for the time which will be favorable to us. Previously, time was favorable to us. Currently, time is favorable to the Devatas. In the future, time will become favorable to us. Until then, let us wait. Don't be in a hurry. So, like that, he is trying to request the Asuras. Artatvaya means able to produce benefit. Maybe in the future, after some time, time will become favorable to us. That time we can easily defeat the Devatas. But for now, don't unnecessarily attack them and lose your life. So, like that is trying to stop the Asuras. Even though see, we cannot fight with Vishnu Dutas and stand in front of them. So, but instead of telling the Vishnu Dutas, instead of telling the Vamana to be Lord Vishnu and all, he is simply treating them as Devatas, and then he is attributing everything to time effect. टाइम हमारा टाइम अच्छा नहीं है अभी, हम कुछ भी करें हम विजेता नहीं हो पाएंगे, जस्ट शांत रहिए. सो लाइक दैट. श्रीशुक उवाच
श्रीशुक उवाच
पत्युर्निगदितं श्रुत्वा
पत्युर्निगदितं श्रुत्वा
दैत्यदानवयूतपा
दैत्यदानवयूथपा
रसां निर्विविशु राजन्
रसां निर्विविशो राजन्
विष्णुपार्षदताडिता.
विष्णुपार्षदताडिता. Shukadeva Goswami continued, O king, in accordance with the order of their master, Bali Maharaj, the chiefs of the demons and the Daityas entered the lower region of the universe, to which they were driven by the soldiers of Vishnu.
Since the time Bali Maharaj defeated Indra and thrown Indra out of Swarga, all the Asuras were residing in the Swarga. But now the Vishnudutas began chase them away. So unable to tolerate the attack of Vishnudutas, the all the Asuras, because their master Bali Maharaj also kind of forbidding them. No, no, don't go. If you unnecessarily if you go, you will only be killed. So for their own life, they flee away from there and they went to their Rasatala, their original abode. The abode of the Asuras is mainly the principal abode of Asuras is Rasatala Loka. They all went to Rasatala in the lower regions of the universe while being beaten by the associates of Lord Vishnu. So out of the 7 lower planetary systems, Atala, Vitala, Sutala, Talatala, Mahatala, Rasatala, Patala, 4 are especially meant for the Asuras. Atala, Sutala, Talatala, and Rasatala. They are the 4 places which are exclusively meant for Asuras. The main Asuras stay in the Rasatala Loka. So they all went to one of these 4 lokas or wherever they are supposed to be. Their original homes, wherever they are, they went there. So then only Bali was remaining there. Of course, Shukracharya and Bali and other Brahmanas, they were there. All Asuras fled away from this Svargaloka, leaving behind Bali Maharaj. Then what happened? Atatarkshasuto jnatva
अथ तार्क्ष्यसुतो ज्ञात्वा
Virat Prabhu Chikirshitam
विराट प्रभु चिकीर्षितम्
Babanda Varunai Pashair
बबन्ध वारुणै पाशैर्
Balim Sutyehani Kritau.
बलिं सूत्ये हनि कृतौ. Thereafter, on the day of Sompan, after the sacrifice was finished, Garud, king of the birds, understanding the desire of his master, arrested Bali Maharaj with the ropes of Varun.
The yajna will take lot of time to complete. So, especially in these times, they are performing Ashwamedha yajna, a huge yajna, which might take many weeks, months, and years also. But the culmination of yajna is extracting Somarasa, offering that Somarasa to all the responsible personalities, and concluding everything with Avabrata Snana. So this is the day of extracting the Somarasa. So in one sense, today is the last day of the yajna. After extracting Somarasa, after feeding it to everyone, then the Yajaman will take Avabrata Snan, which concludes the entire yajna. And this is the 100th yajna, 100th Ashwamedha yajna. If Bali Maharaj completes this 100th Ashwamedha yajna, he is supposed to become Indra during this Manvantara itself. He should continue as Indra. But Lord Vishnu came to stop the 100th one so that he will not become the Indra in this Manvantara. Because he already made Purandara the Indra of this Manvantara, he does not want to change the pre-setting. So somehow he want to stop the completion of this 100th yajna. So this is the day on which they have to extract Somarasa and feed it to everyone. But Lord Vishnu stopped that day. In one sense, the yajna will not complete now. Because entire universe belongs to Lord. The Yajna Vedi belongs to the Lord. The Yajna ingredients belongs to the Lord. How can Bali utilize somebody else's property to perform Yajna? He cannot do it. So in that way. Therefore, on the day of pressing Soma, after the sacrifice was finished, Garuda, the king of the birds, understanding the desire of the Lord, bound Bali Maharaja with the ropes of Varuna. With Varuna Pasha, he captured Bali. He arrested Bali in one sense. Because while all the Asuras are fleeing away, Bali also can flee away. If he gets an opportunity, he can flee away. But before Bali could do, Bali will not do that. But before Bali could do anything like that, our Garuda, he bound him. Virat means king of the birds. Garuda understood the Lord's intention. Having accepted all of Bali's possessions, my master now desires to accept Bali's very self. Unable to pay his debt, the Lord will become Bali's doorkeeper. So, in 2 steps, the Supreme Lord accepted 14 planetary systems. For 3rd step, he will accept Bali. So when a devotee gives something to Supreme Lord, the Lord also reciprocates exactly. Ye etamam prapadyante tamstava bhajamaham. For the third step, Bali offers himself to the Lord. Same way, the Lord also should offer himself to Bali. So Lord also will offer himself to Bali as the doorkeeper. That will be explained in the next chapter. But this is the desire of the Lord. Lord want to show that how he becomes subservient to the complete surrender of his devotees. So for the pastime to manifest, Garuda immediately arrested Bali with Nagapasha, sorry, with Varuna Pasha, in order to broadcast to the world the Lord's dependence on his devotee and the excellence of his devotee. I will show everyone Bali's indestructible fortitude by punishing him. Thus Garuda bound him up. Sutyahani means on the day of pressing Soma. So basically, in order to show the glories of Bali and also in order to show how the Lord becomes bound by the surrender of his devotees. So Garuda arrested Bali. In spite of being arrested, in spite of being put into a lower position, Bali did not give away his vow. He said, I will give you 3 pieces of land. He completed that, he fulfilled that. So, in that way, his glories are established.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, what is meant by ropes of Varuna?
Varuna Pasha, it is like one, like Brahmastra, Varunastra, like Varuna Pasha is basically you throw a arrow with a mantra, that arrow goes and it becomes like a rope on the way, it binds you completely. So you can't move your
Oh,
hands and legs.
okay. Okay.
Like Meghanath sent a Varuna Pasha and captured Hanumanji. When Hanumanji went to Lanka and trying to disturb Lanka by uprooting the trees from
Okay.
Ashoka Vatika.
Okay. Thank you.
Even Arjuna uses the same Varuna Pasha to capture Drupada. After their education is over, when Dronacharya asks for a Guru Dakshina, the Pandavas go and defeat the entire army. Arjuna uses the same Varuna Pasha to bind Drupad and then brings him to Dronacharya.
Okay. Thank you,
So
sir.
it is a mantra weapon. Ahakaro mahanasid
Hahakaro mahanasid
rodasyo sarvato disham
rodasyo sarvato disham
निगृह्यमाने सुरपतौ
nigruhyamane surapatau
विष्णुना प्रभविष्णुना.
Vishnuna Prabha Vishnuna. When Bali Maharaj was thus arrested by Lord Vishnu, who is the most powerful, there was a great roar of lamentation in all directions throughout the upper and lower planetary systems of the universe.
So first of all, he came as a Brahmana. He asked for 3 pieces of land. When Bali said, I will give you bigger and bigger, he said, no, I don't want. I just want 3 pieces of land just to sit and do meditate. But पूरा ले लिया, उधर भी रोका नहीं, बलि को अरेस्ट कर लिया, as if Bali is not fulfilling his vow. So the entire world began to utter, aha, aha. They began to say ahakar. When Bali was thus arrested by Lord Vishnu's follower, Garuda, who is the most powerful, there was a great roar of lamentation in all directions throughout the upper and lower planetary systems of the universe. Rodasyo means in the heaven and earth. So basically, everyone is telling that what do you want to do with he has given everything and you have taken beyond what he has. Then what else is there with him? Something like that. Everyone is telling ahakar. Tam baddham varunai pashair
तं बद्धं वारुणैः पाशैर्
bhagavanaha vamanaha
भगवान् आहवामनः
nashtasriyam sthira prajnam
नष्टश्रियज्ञम्
udara yashasam rupa.
प्रज्ञम्
Udara yashasam rupa.
Hare Krishna.
Ah, yes, Mataji. Now we are able to hear you.
Oh, okay.
Read the translation, Mataji.
Yeah. O king, the supreme personality of Godhead Vamandev then spoke to Bali Maharaj, and celebrated personality whom he had arrested with the ropes of Varun. Bali Maharaj had lost all bodily luster, but he was nonetheless fixed in his determination.
People in general, when one comes to such situation, one may become afraid. Now, is the Lord is going to kill me? What will happen to me? Like that, one may think. But Bali Maharaj is not thinking, because Bali Maharaj is very much confident that he is the Lord. Ultimately, he is under control. So whatever he wished to do, let him do. So even though he lost everything, he lost all his wealth, his position, everything he has lost, and but he was bound, he was arrested, but still he is stable. His intelligence is stable. He did not become panicked. He did not become angry. He did not become like what we can say, um, murmuring or nothing like that. He became stable and calm, something like that. Though Bali lost all wealth, he remained undisturbed in intelligence, Stita Prajna, because though he lost all wealth, he gained all fame. Udara Ishasam. He said, fame, आदमी मर सकते हैं, but fame remains always. So we need to have fame, like that he told Shukracharya. So in that way. Because he said, in a fight, if one dies, the kingdom belongs to the winner. One may get fame little bit. But without fighting, in the name of charity, one offers the entire kingdom as charity. That person will get greater fame. I want to have that fame. If I say no, Lord Vishnu may invite me for a fight. Anyway, he will kill me. No one can stand in front of Lord Vishnu. But you said because this Brahmana Bhai is Vishnu. Anyway, he will going to kill me. So what is the point in that? We will neither achieve, neither will remain with the kingdom, nor life, nor fame. If I give charity, I can live. I can get fame, greater fame. So the same fame he got. So in that way. Padani त्रीणि दत्तानि
पदानि त्रीणि दत्तानि
भूमेर्मह्यं त्वया सुरा
भूमेर्मह्यं त्वया सुर
द्वाभ्यां क्रान्ता मही सर्वा
द्वाभ्यां क्रान्ता महि सर्वा
तृतीयम् उपकल्पय.
तृतीयम् उपकल्पय. O king of the demons, you have promised to give me 3 steps of land, but I have occupied the entire universe with 2 steps. Now think about where I should put my third.
So you promised 3 pieces of land. I have occupied the entire universe with 2 pieces of land. There is nothing left to keep my third step. So please think about what you want to offer for third step. So all that you own, I have taken 2 steps. That time you were telling that I can offer you one island. I am the lord of 3 planetary systems, Bhuloka, Bhurloka, Svargaloka. I can offer you one island from Bhuloka. You were boasting. But in 2 steps I occupied everything. Then tell me where I can put my third step. So in that way. Yavat tapati asau gobir.
Yavat tapati asau gobir.
Yavad indu sahodubi.
Yavat indu saho dubiri.
Yavad varshati parjanyas.
Yavat varshati parjanyas.
Tavati buryam yatava.
Tavati bhuryam tava. As far as the sun and moon shine with the stars, and as far as the clouds pour rain, all the land throughout the universe is in your possession.
As far as the sun shines with its rays, so sun's rays will spread Bhuloka, Bhuvarloka, Svargaloka. All 3 planetary systems were under the supervision of Bali. And as far as the moon shines, along with the stars, and as far as the clouds pour rain, all the land throughout the universe is in your possession. The starlight, sunlight, moonlight, and all these things are belonging to 3 planetary systems. All that I have already taken. पदैकेन मयाक्रान्तो
पदैकेन मया क्रान्तो
भूर्लोकाकं दिशतनो
भूर्लोकाखं विशस्तनु
स्वर्लोकस्ते द्वितीयेन
स्वर्लोकस्ते द्वितीयेन
पश्यतस्ते स्वमात्मना.
पश्यतस्ते स्वमात्मना. Of these possessions, with one step I have occupied Murloka, and with my body I have occupied the entire sky and all directions. And in your presence, with my second step, I have occupied the upper planetary system.
Yeah. With one feet I occupied Bhuloka. With my body I occupied Bhuvarloka. With my second feet I occupied Swargaloka and above four lokas also. Maharloka, Janaloka, Tapaloka, Satyaloka. Bas, ho gaya. Tanoho means by my body. Swam means Swarga, which is your wealth. Atmana means by my form. Trivikrama is not some other form, but my very Swarupa. Somebody may say, ओ अभी आप तो छोटा बच्चा था, जो ऑक्युपाई किया वो तो बड़ा आदमी था, वो दोनों अलग है. दोनों अलग नहीं, वो मैं हूँ. So something like that. It is my own form only. By one step I have covered the earth, that is Bhumandala, from the eastern side of Lokaloka mountain range to the western side. The feet is extending from the Lokaloka of the east to Lokaloka of the west. That means the entire Bhumandala is occupied by 1 feet. It is not that the Bhumandala is very huge, you have kept 1 feet at one place. No, not like that. The entire Bhumandala is covered by the feet. The feet is extended that big. So in that way. Pratishrutam adatuste
Pratishrutam adatuste
niraye vasayishyate
niraye vasa ishyate
vishatvam nirayam tasmad
vishatvam nirayam tasmad
guruna chanumoditaha.
guruna chanumoditaha. Because you have been unable to give charity according to your promise, the rule is that you should go down to live in the hellish planets. Therefore, in accordance with the order of Shukracharya, your spiritual master, now go down and live there.
Because you have been unable to give charity according to your promise, you should live in the hellish planets. Niraya means Naraka. Therefore, being pleased, enter hell along with your Guru. Because wherever disciple Guru will be there. So, in that way. What should I do if I cannot fulfill my promise? When Bali says, Lord says, you should live in hell. The Lord now speaks to show to the world the steadiness and pure bhakti of Bali. Even though Lord said, go to hell and live there, Bali was smiling. So, like that. This is approved by your Guru. Your Guru only told sometime back, if you give charity, you cannot fulfill your promise, then you will go to hell. You can ask your learned Guru whether what I now say is reasonable or not. मैं जो बोल रहा हूँ सही क्या नहीं, आपका गुरु से पूछो. आपने प्रॉमिस किया बट आपने प्रॉमिस फुलफिल नहीं किया, यू हैव टू गो टू हेल. गो. Actually, since even a person with bhakti abhasa should not go to hell, just for breaking your promise, you also cannot go to hell. This is the second meaning for the same verse, whatever Lord speaks. So, when a person becomes small devotee, if he says only once Hari or Vishnu, he should not be taken to Yamaraj, because Yamaraj only tells, he orders Yamadutas, whoever chants Hari even once, they should not be brought to hell. And here he is offering everything to Lord Vishnu. How can he go to hell? So, Niraye can also mean Nilaye, since Ra and La can be interchanged. Thus, please go and live in my abode Vaikunta. When Lord, so he says literally Niraye, but his intention is that because even though your Guru told don't offer the charity, but still you offered, knowingly you offered everything that you possess unto me. So in reciprocation, I can offer you Vaikunta. You can go to Vaikunta and live there. So like that. Though now I am ordering you to enter my special place, Sutala supplied by me, after your position there is finished, I will have you enter Vaikunta. But actually, Lord says, go to Vaikunta. But Bali did not say any word because Bali was performing these 100 Ashwamedha yajnas with the intention to become Indra. So without fulfilling that desire, Bali cannot go to Vaikuntha. Even though Lord is offering him Vaikuntha, but he cannot go to Vaikuntha immediately because there is one pending desire is there. That will not allow him to go to Vaikuntha. Even though Dhruva Maharaj, he approached Lord Hari to worship him, asking for a position superior to that of Brahmas. But when Lord Vishnu appeared, he said, I don't want any blessing. So Swamin Kritatosmi Varam Nayache. But still, Lord gave him the rulership over Bhumandala for 100 celestial years, which is 360 into 100, 36,000 years. And also, he offered his own abode to Dhruva and his own position to Dhruva for pretty long time, for the entire Kalpa, entire day of Brahma. Same way, here Lord is willing to offer Vaikuntha to Bali Maharaj. But since Bali had a desire, that should be fulfilled. So Lord says, first of all, you go to Sutalaloka, live there for some time. Because you want to become Indra, you cannot become Indra in this Manvantara. You become Indra in the next Manvantara. That is the 8th Manvantara. After that tenure is over, after that desire is fulfilled, then you come to Vaikuntha. In advance only, I am offering you Vaikuntha. But since you wanted to become Indra, you become Indra and rule as Indra for one Manvantara and then come to Vaikuntha. That was the that is how the Lord reconciles everything. Though you disregard your Guru because you know he is opposite to me, I understand that he is lost his discrimination out of great affection for you. He is also dear to me. Therefore, go with him to Sutala. So, for now, I will offer you a temporary residence in Sutalaloka. You go along with your Guru to him. Since he is your Guru, just like you are very dear to me, your Guru is also dear to me. So, like that. So, when Lord says Niraye, so yeah, you don't have to go to Narakaloka, but you go to a place which is very close to Narakaloka, stay there. Stay there till you become Indra in the next Manvantara. So, like that, Lord is kind of reconciling the subject matter and then anyway, but he awarded Vaikuntha. Since you are not willing to come right now, you come after completing your desire. So, like that is indicating. So, in that way. Vrita manoratastasya
वृथा
Vritham
मनोरथ वृथा मनोरथस्तस्य
दूरः स्वर्गः पतत्यदा
दूरः स्वर्गः पतत्यथा
प्रतिश्रुतस्यादानेन यो
प्रतिश्रुतस्यादानेन यो
sorry योर्तीनं विप्रलम्बते
योगेनं विप्रलम्बते. Far from being elevated to the heavenly planets or fulfilling one's desire, one who does not properly give a beggar what he has promised falls down to the hellish condition of life.
So Lord is giving a principle. Far from being elevated to the heavenly planets or fulfilling one's desire, one who does not properly give a beggar what he has promised falls down to a hellish condition of life. This is a Shastric injunction. When you make a promise, if you don't fulfill, even though that promise including charity, when you give charity, one will go to Swarga. That is the Shastric statement. But you promise that you will give a charity, but you don't fulfill that charity, then one will go to Naraka. So that is the Shastric understanding. So you have to go to Naraka because you gave a promise, you did not fulfill, you have to go to Naraka. But for you, you go towards Naraka, but you stay in a Sutaraloka only. You don't have to enter into Naraka. Because In one sense, externally speaking, Bali did not fulfill the promise. But actually, Bali fulfilled more than a promise. Bali said, I can offer you one island. So Lord not only took island, even he took much more than that. What Bali promised that I can offer you up to a island. But Lord took much more than that. So it is beyond promise. So he's supposed to go beyond Swarga. So, but even though he is going downward, just to keep the secrecy of the external promise, that you have not fulfilled the promise, so you have to go to Naraka. He went towards Naraka, but he got opulences much bigger than that Swarga. Because he has given more than what he promised. So in that way. The meaning is clear. However, seeing the results of the Lord's words later, this verse has another meaning. Since you are my devotee, your desire to take the position of Indra is useless, since Svarga falls much below Vaikuntha. So you have become my devotee, why you want to become Indra? So, like that, Lord is saying. Though now you will be situated in Sutala, you are more elevated that being in Swarga. Since the pleasure of Sutala is not available in Swarga, you will especially and excellently attain me, the possessor of all four Purusharthas, by completely giving what you promised, since you offered everything body and soul to me. Soul yet to offer, that will be done in the future. Since even though what is going to do, and Lord knows anyway in advance, since you offered your body yourself also, you have done much more than that. What you will attain is much better than that of Sargaloka. So whatever opulences, whatever situation you will have in Sutraloka is one kind of Vaikuntha Abhasa. It is not exactly Vaikuntha, but a kind of Vaikuntha Abhasa, we can say. It was personally prepared by Vishwakarma, by the order of the Lord. So in that way. This means that you will attain me as your doorkeeper because of your complete surrender. So Lord says, when you come to Vaikuntha, we both are together, living together. Even though right now you don't want to come to Vaikuntha, even though you are here, because you offered me something more than what you promised. And you are going to offer yourself also. In reciprocation, even though you are not coming to Vaikuntha, but I myself will come to the place where you are going to stay. I will become your doorkeeper. I will be there with you. And Sutala is, even though it is Vaikuntha Abhasa, one may think that only one location is like Vaikuntha, but Lord is not there. No, don't think like that. I personally will come. I will become your servant at the doorkeeper. In Vaikuntha, everyone serves the Lord. But in this Vaikuntha Abhasa abode, I will serve you. So in that way. Then what will happen? Afterwards, what happens? So this is the last verse for this chapter and for today also. Sorry, total late, okay? Vipralabdo dadamiti
Vipralabdho dadamiti
tvayaham chadyamanina
tvayaham chadyamanina
tadvelika phalam bhungshva
tadvyalika phalam bhungshva
nirayam katichit sama.
nirayam katichit sama. Being falsely proud of your possessions, you promised to give me land, but you could not fulfill your promise. Therefore, because your promise was false, you must live for a few years in hellish life.
Being falsely proud of your possessions, you cheated me by saying, I will give you. Therefore, you must live for a few years in hellish life as the result of lying. As the previous statement, Lord said, na, if somebody lies, even though when one promises to give charity with the intention to go to Swarga, but if somebody does not fulfill that, one will go to Naraka. So that is a static statement, and as a result of that, you have to go to Naraka. There is another meaning to this verse. You are more respectable by people than Indra because you have attained me especially. Therefore, I give this result. Enjoy for some year the pleasures of Sutala, the abode whose result is the highest truth, since it is given by me. Then during the 8th Manvantara, I will put you in the post of Indra, and after that, I will take you to my abode Vaikuntha. See, for a yajna to become complete, All Somarasa should be extracted, all the devatas should be arrived, all the devatas should be offered the Somarasa, and finally Lord Vishnu should be offered along with Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva. So externally speaking, Lord Vishnu came to stop the 100th yajna. But internally, Lord Vishnu came and he accepted the entire yajna only. So yajna is also successful. So 100 yajnas are completed, so Bali should become Indra. But since Lord already established another person as Indra, Lord is establishing Bali as the Indra for the next Manvantara. This is how the Lord reconciles the entire subject matter. For externally speaking, he says you have to go to Naraka, Naraka, Naraka. But internally, even though you go towards Naraka side, but you will stay there in a Vaikuntha Abhasa abode, where I will become your subservient. In Vaikuntha, all the Vaikunthavas are serving the Lord. But in this Vaikuntha Abhasa abode, I will serve you. So in this way, the Lord is uh, the Lord is completing the condition. So in that way. Okay, this chapter is done. We'll stop here. I hope no questions are there. Even though if you have some questions, we can discuss next week. Okay, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hare
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, thank you very
Thank
much.
you, Prabhuji.
Thank you
Hare
so much,
Krishna.
Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Dandot Pranam.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
thank you.
How was the interview, Prabhuji?
No. It was not an interview.
Hmm.
I have submitted my thesis. It will go to externals for review.
Yes.
And once the review is done, then there will be final exam. That will be Viva Voce, where the external examiners will conduct a oral examination after the presentation.
Wish you all the best. Hari Bol.
Yeah, thank you. That will happen after a couple of months, not now.
Okay.
Hmm.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
So thank you very much.
Hare Krishna.
Grantara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Ananta Koti Vaishnava Bhakta Vrinda ki jai. Control Alt Shift H.